Greetings, it's Maxo Diddly here, and today I am going to be showing you how to copy a file in C++. Let's get right into it. Firstly, make sure you import iostream and fstream, as we'll be needing these libraries for this tutorial. After that, we are going to do bool copy file, const std string reference source file, and const std string reference test file. So, we're going to be returning a true or a false. If the copy doesn't go right and something goes wrong, we're going to return a false. If the copy is successful, we're going to return a true. Then we're going to do copy file, and that's going to be the name of our function. The first parameter is going to be a string, and this string is going to be the file that we want to copy. And the second string is going to be where do we want to put this copy of the file. Then we're going to do 2 lines of code, std ifstream source file, std ios binary, and std offstream destination dest file, std ios binary. So, firstly, iOS in this instance doesn't stand for the iPhone operating system. It stands for input output stream. And these 2 lines of codes are very similar. So, we're creating an input file stream object for our source file, which is going to allow us to read data from that file, because we want to read from the source file and then output to the destination file. And we can do that in binary mode, which allows non-text files to be read correctly. For example, a picture. And then we're doing a very similar thing to our destination file, but we're creating an output file stream for the destination file. So obviously we pass in dest file, like we pass in source file for the source file. And we do the binary read mode again, so we can do non-text files as well. But the difference is, offstream is output file stream. So creating an object that can write data to wherever we want to put our copy or our destination file. Then we're going to do, if source is not open, or destination is not open, print a little message, error opening files, and then return false. So this if statement checks if both the source and the destination file have been opened successfully. If either file hasn't been opened successfully, then we're going to execute the code inside this if statement and then return false, which will stop this function and tell where we called the function, yo, the copy didn't work. There's no point trying to copy the file if you can't open both files. Then we're going to do destination arrows source.rdbuff. So, this line performs the actual copy. The rdbuff function returns a pointer to the stream buffer object associated with the input file stream object, which we've called source, which essentially represents the whole contents of the file. This content is then written to our destination file using these arrows. You know how we think of it like how we print to the screen. We're sending this text to the cout object, while we're sending the contents of our source file to the destination file. Then we're going to do, if source is not good, or destination is not good, print error during file copy and then return false. So, the good function checks if both the input and output operations were successful. It returns false if a failure occurred on either the input operation or the output operation. This could be due to problems such as a disk write failure, or someone deletes one of the files while you're trying to copy them over. So obviously you put a return false in here because the copy wasn't successful, and then underneath we do file copied successfully and then return true, because if something went wrong, one of these if statements would have picked up on it, and we would have returned false and ended the function before getting to this return true. So we return true here to indicate that the copy was successful. Then in our main method we do copy file, the original file, and then where we want to put the copy. You can obviously include this code in an if statement, maybe print out for true or false, because obviously this is a boolean function, or you can just leave it alone like this. So save your work, and if you're in Visual Studio, you can right click on your project, go to Open Folder in File Explorer. This is going to be where I'm going to put my source file. You can put it wherever you want, just make sure you get the file path correct. Since my source file is in the same folder as my CPP file, I can just reference this file by doing the file name. Now, let's save the work and hit play. And it says file copied successfully. So let's look at the source file. And it's got a bunch of Bible stuff. I believe it's from Genesis, so at the very start of the Old Testament. And then let's go to the destination file. And it's the exact same Bible stuff. So it worked. So thanks for being a great audience. By the way, I believe it returns a false for the is good if the file you're copying is empty and contains no data. Just a heads up. But thanks for being a great audience. Be sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more C++ tutorials. Thanks for watching.